The shape of this opal in the rough looked almost like a square, and I was able to cut a square shape, allowing for a cushion cut, the very first one I've ever done. I want to talk to you today about purchasing rough opal and what to look for as a beginner. Now, one thing you should know is beginners will never buy the best opal. That just won't happen. The miners always reserve the best opal for the people who will pay the most, and that's not you and me. So what we get is what they're willing to sell to the general public. Now, there's some really nice stones to be had out of that, but it's not going to be the really top gem. Now, if you ever get good in this, you might seek them out. They'll definitely be pricier. All right, so this is a package that I bought, and let me make sure it's in focus here. Okay, there's 5 stones, 12.6 carats. The cost with shipping was $29.55. So that works out to $2.35 a carat. All right, now one thing you want to make sure that you do is never buy opal by size. Always buy opal by the carat. And what you want to do, what I've learned, is to buy stones that are at least 5 carats each. Now, a little more or a little less is good, but about 5 carats. That makes sure that you're able to handle it. You know, pick it up, handle it without too much problem. Now, I bought stones when I was starting out. I didn't know what I was doing, and I bought rough stones by both carat size and by length in millimeters. And this is what you can get when you buy by length in millimeters. Now, this one is a little bit bigger. But as you can see here, these stones are rather tiny. Let me get my penny up here. And then if you look at these ones, they're tinier still. Now, they're really tiny. And trying to keep a hold of a tiny little rock when the rock is wet, not necessarily slippery, but just, you know, it's going to be wet when you're roughing it out and cutting it down on the whetstone, it's not easy to hold on to. So you want stones that have a large enough size so that you can keep an easy grasp on them. In some cases, there are going to be cracks in the stones. In this one, the crack developed almost dead center in the stone, allowing me to make a nice matched pair. All right, I'm going to talk to you again about the price of rough opals. I'm going to show you 4 packages and tell you what each one costs and various details about it. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay. Now that one costs $29.55 with shipping, and it's 12.6 carats. Let's get in there and get a little closer look at it. There we go. And that comes out to $2.35 a carat. All right, so let's take that and let's put this one in there. Okay, this one is 31.4 carats, cost $38.31 with shipping. So that comes out to $1.22 a carat. Okay, now let's put that one out there. Okay. Now this package is 59.5 carats. It's 10 pieces. Cost $43.30 with shipping. So that comes out to 73 cents a carat. So let's get a closer look at this. All right. And then lastly, got this package. All right. Now this package is 26 carats. It costs $23.59 with shipping. So that comes out to 91 cents a carat. So for all 4 of these bags altogether, the average price per carat was $1.31. So you can see some of them were much more expensive, in the above $2 a carat range, and some of them were below $1 a carat. So I would say if you're looking to buy some rough opal to do yourself, try to get it between 90 cents and $1.10 a carat. That would be the ideal. I found that you find somebody on Etsy or somebody on eBay, you get in contact with them and ask them specifically to put a package together and give you a price for, let's say, 10 stones at 5 carats each. I found that's the best way to get exactly what I want. And that's what this package was. Let's see. So this one, I contacted the seller on Etsy and asked him to put together a package with 10 stones and at least 5 carats per stone. And he did that, and it turned out to be a very good price. This was actually the best price at 73 cents a carat. So I was very happy with that. So this is also Ethiopian opal, the Willow opal. It is probably the least expensive opal on the market right now. So, and like I said in an earlier segment, you're never going to get the best opal in these type of packages. You'll get some good opal, and sometimes they'll say it's AAA or AA. Oh, I'm not too sure how that rating system works. But in any case, I've had some very pretty stones come out of these packages that I purchased. And, they're very pleasing. I've also looked for and looked at the more expensive and larger stones. And I've come to the idea that it's best to work on something like this for a while before attempting something bigger and more expensive. Something bigger might be easier to handle, but it's more expensive. So you never know really what you're going to get. And one of the things about Ethiopian opal is that, during its removal process, sometimes cracks develop in the stone, which when you're cutting the stone, you're sanding it down, that activity will make the crack worse, and you'll end up with the fractured stone. So a certain percentage of these stones right here are going to crack. So we could, pretty much take that for granted. But it's still a wonderful thing to see a pretty opal, nice and polished, coming out of a rough rock. I'm still astonished by it. All right, that'll do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. And here are a few more colorful examples from my first opal cutting batch. Nice.